What is up, guys? Control here. In today's video is going to be a Poro video featuring the new Braum, recently buffed and very nice with Poros. So you do get the Mighty Poro when he does take damage for the first time if he survives. Also, utilizing Lux. I initially wanted to play with Karma because Poro stacks and a leveled up Karma kind of nice to get duplicated, so it's pretty sweet. You know, 2 Poro stacks is better than 1. That scales obviously with the more Karmas you have, the more Poro stacks it would cast, but wasn't really realistic because this plays kind of like a mid-rangey deck, and with Karma it gets a little bit too slow. So instead we played Lux, and we got this idea from a guy in chat named Insanity Wall, so shout out to him. And you know, we took basically his original list, we changed a few things. He had some back-to-backs so we cut, and he did not have Fury of the North, but we added those in. And I was pretty happy with the kind of end result here that we kind of ended up with. We went 8-4 with this list, and it was one that I think we continue playing, continue climbing with. If I, you know, end up having massive balls, I might actually choose to go ahead and try to hit Masters with just playing Poros. I feel like I probably won't, because I mean, I'm just going to really want to have to play Swain, and well, I need to get my fix on that. So we probably won't do the Poro thing, but if we really want to challenge myself, we might. Anyways, as far as the deck goes, it's pretty straightforward. You play your Poros in the early game. Not too much to talk about there. You play like the core with the Poros. You play Poro Herder here, another card that recently got changed. Again, it used to be a 4-mana card. 4-mana 3/4 that would draw 2 Poros. Now it's a 2-mana 2/3, so you just jam him on 2, and he is our only 2-drop. So if you do stick a Poro on 1, he's nice. Also just good later on in the game because he will draw you a juiced up Poro. Poro snacks, again, this is part of the Poro package. Now you get something that isn't part of the Poro package, which is Take Card. I guess we can talk about Elixir of Iron because they basically do the same thing. Just like good buffs, that's about it. Keep your Poros around, keep your Braums around. So the big thing with Take Card, I guess, is it's very, very good at Braum. And I mean, this new Braum is super massive, man. Very good right away. Again, he already has attack. And I mean, just getting the Mighty Poros are so good, especially post buff. After you played a couple stacks, they become like 5/5, 6/6s, and they kind of just get out of control. Getting those after every single time the leveled up Braum takes damage is pretty insane. So definitely sweet, good combo, and Take Card just lets you get that Braum leveled by, I guess, just making your card a little bit healthier. It's also very good for pushing lethal damage and just kind of surprising your opponent in a similar fashion to Fury of the North. Very, very similar cards. Only difference being that Fury obviously only lasts 1 round, whereas Take Card is a perma buff, but it does require a little bit more. You need a damage ally, which isn't always that easy to pull off. So that's why you know, they're just basically the same thing, but a little bit different. Fury being more flexible, Take Card being a little bit stronger when you blow off. Next up, Outriders. This is not a card that is a Poro, but it is very good in this deck because it makes your Poros very, very big. If you played like 3 or 4 Poro stacks, even something as small as a Lonely Poro can get massive. I played like 3 or 4 of these as 7/7s or 8/8s. I'm not joking. 1-mana 7/7s or 8/8s with Overwhelm. Absolutely insane. Very good. And I mean, if you look at the allegiance numbers, it's 34-6, which is very good, and means the Outriders are going to be working basically every time. I think only 1 time out of the 12 games we played, this did not work. So, good card, fits in the deck really well. Does contest Braum on turn 4 though, but Outriders is still good later on in the game, so I'd probably play Braum on turn 4 over that. Next up, Avarice and Hearthguard, just another Poro buff, decent mid-range unit, just fits with the deck pretty well, because I mean, you are trying to buff up your little guys to be bigger, and Hearthguard kind of just fits that kind of a theme. Decent card, and I would say it's core, although he is pretty expensive. But I would say if you do own him, play him. If you don't, you can throw in some other stuff to kind of replace him. Maybe like back-to-backs you could throw back in there, just to have, you know, some more oomph later on. Aurora Porelius is another one of those epics that's expensive, but one that I actually thought was going to be garbage post-buff and have really no benefit to it, being 1 mana less. But it felt like it was a lot more playable today, not going to lie. Based on the last time that I played Poros, this card felt terrible to me, but you know, just with it being 1 mana cheaper, it's still a burst spell, and you do get more burst spells being the stacks. So when you have 12 spell mana late game, which is a situation we ran into a lot, you can play Porelius, which will activate Lux once, and then Poro stack twice as burst spells as well, and then get a second Final Spark on the Lux, which is really good and something that we pulled off a lot during the kind of late game turns there. So I would say this is a very good card, and one that does help Lux a lot, helps the Poros a lot, and just really gives you the gas that you need. Found that I actually ended up keeping this a lot, and it's a card that if you can have a hand that lets you keep it, you probably should. It's very strong, straight engine that just gets you there with a deck like this. So very, very good card. Harsh Winds is kind of an interesting one, but this is just very good against, well, I guess Darius right now. That was one situation we came into a couple times. This is Darius hitting the Harsh Winds on that was very good. I believe we even got like an atrocity at one point today with this, and in general, it's just quite good for giving you good trades or kind of surviving, so your Lux can kind of win you the game later on, because it does just give you the Final Spark right away, which is another great finisher for this list. And one of the reasons why Lux is just so good in this deck is because well, you have 6 really good spells that cost 6 mana, and you have a bunch of ones that cost 3 that are quite good as well. So you're just going to have Lux work quite well with the Final Sparks, and this is kind of just a really good fit for Lux, I guess. You know, decks like this, and I guess you can play Lux with a lot of things like Heimerdinger, Thresh, like we were doing earlier. All are good. Just a very strong champion, and one that definitely fits quite well with Braum. Coupled together, they are, I don't want to say the perfect couple, but they're a pretty good couple. They work well. They're kind of just like the perfect couple to lead the Poros to victory, basically. As far as mulligans go with this deck, you're going to want your Poro stacks. You know, you don't even have to keep 1-drop Poros against slower lists. They're better to keep against like faster matchups to kind of just have blockers into like 1 health units. But I would say in general, man, you want to be really looking for the Braum. You want to be looking for the Poro stacks. And Pirellius, again, if it's a slower matchup, is very, very good. If it is a faster matchup, you're playing stuff like Mighty Poro, the Herder, and the Plucky / Lonely Poro are all good to keep. But, you know, the 3 key cards I would say to look out for: Poro stacks, Braum, Aurora Pirellius, and if it's a really slow matchup, you can maybe keep Hearthguard or Lux as well. Those are really the important cards. Get in the stack, buff out, so then your little Poros are, well, not so little and kind of big is really the key component of making this deck work. And Pirellius is really just that engine that you need. Anyways, enjoy the deck, guys. It was a blast to play, and it was a lot better than I expected, so let me know how you guys do with this list, and if you like it. And hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are trying out with this new patch 1.4 that has come out. It seems like the metagame's changed a little bit more than I thought it would already. So, you know, pessimistic control is fortunately kind of told different, I guess, on day 1 at least. We've seen a lot of Poros on ladder. It's a lot of experimentation, which I'm glad to see for day 1, and I hope it keeps up. So let me know what you guys are going to play, what you're looking forward to seeing from me. Have an awesome day. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. You know, I always talk about never missing Mulligan. I missed the Mulligan, and we got a mirror matchup, and I would wager that this is not the best hand for the mirror matchup. Yeah. If I play this, I literally overdraw. Okay, well, he didn't want to do anything, so it's nice. Thank you, my friends.
Is it the boosters? Who knows?
It's gonna be some Braum on Braum violence, maybe. What's the score of this deck? I think we're like 4-3, I want to say.
Let us get going.
Something like that.
This is fun, yes?
I think we need to stop Braum on Braum violence. That's not the way we should be living in the current year. Oh no. Yeah, that's not good for us, I don't think. I've ran the numbers, and his Braum being bigger than ours is actually quite bad. I have a T card now, though. We have 8 mana. So, what do we want to do here? I could use my spell mana, so then I don't get value from Lux, which is kind of bad. I could, like, try to fuck his Braum up, too, but I have to... No, I can't, because I have to take card to fuck it up, right? And it's not going to work then. So maybe start with this and see what he does. It could be okay. Is it better to do it? No, it's not. I mean, actually, maybe it was better to do it into his Braum. That's probably actually the correct play. You probably shit the bed. That's fine then. Shitting the bed is nice because you at least have something to learn after doing it. So that's gonna be 7 damage. My Braum has a little bit of HP. I can play the Fury card and then he's not dead. Sure. It's really not very good though. Because I don't kill his Braum goes to 6. Mine also doesn't level, it's 1-off leveling now, so... This is still not very good. Yeah, because this is still a 1-5 next round, right? It's really quite bad actually. So it's not the best. Like the single combat though, we were talking about playing that for sure. I think it's okay that he's running that. I don't really have an issue with it or anything. I think I play Plucky Poro here. Can take card it now. I don't think I want to do that really though. Maybe I'm wrong not wanting to do that, but I feel like I don't really want to do that. Maybe I'm just like undervaluing him. and overvaluing Lux maybe. You could be right. I'll try it. I feel like I preferred like playing Lux and looking at the paralyses. But I mean, that could just be wrong. Because, I mean, in this case, my Braum is leveling, his isn't, right? Or actually, sorry, they're both leveling at the same time. My bad, I'm dumb.
This is fun, yes?
It's better for him. His Braum doesn't level, though. That's okay. I don't think I really care about that living either, so I'm just gonna let that go through, I think. Play Lux. He can also play Lux if he wants. So this situation basically just means he's up spell mana on me, which is kind of bad. I don't think it's the end of the world or anything, though. If he really does want to go for that. So I mean, it could also be the case that he does not have Lux, right? It's not always going to be the case that he's going to be able to utilize that, so it could be fine.
It was right on my tail.
Level Braum with Lux Laser? I think you can only target enemy units with this, unfortunately. Yeah, it's only enemies. Okay, so I mean, Harsh Winds isn't really that good. I can technically kill the Braum though, so we should probably go for that. It's just he can, I guess, buff it. Maybe you argue that just like letting his Braum dealing damage here is bad. I only attack with my Braum into the Babbling Fury to level him. What does he draw? I guess it would just be the Hearth card, maybe? In theory, it's just the Hearth card. And if I do this, he also survives the attack, so then Laser isn't going to be a pop on him either, so it won't actually be a kill on the Braum anyways. Just important to note. It's always that simple then. Stick with that, level my Braum. And hope he can't do the same thing this round, obviously. That feels like it's probably ideal for us. Sure, that's a thing. I think I'm still gonna do this. Our hand is not full this time. We did the math, we double checked the numbers. We're chilling. I don't want to play Elusive Poro yet. I want to play Final Spark here, I think. I guess I could maybe just wait on that, play Elusive Poro, then Final Spark, I guess. Maybe wager you don't even have to do that, but I think it's okay. So just do this, cast that, deal 3 to it.
By the light.
His Braum can just challenge the Bucky or the Sinister. That's smart. It's kind of interesting that he plays the Persuader. He probably plays Unyielding if he's still playing the Guardian as well, right? It's probably more of an Unyielding look than anything. Relius, okay, so he's playing that as well, actually. Interesting. Sure. So, what do I want to do then? It's a burst spell, right? So it's important to note that that's burst. Is he gonna do shit like this then?
Good luck. Have fun.
So his Braum levels. I should play double snack so we at least clear that. Level the Lux and we can clear the Radiant. So the only question then is, like, is it worth it to play an Iron here to keep the Plucky Poro alive? I think the answer is yes. Could be wrong, because I mean our board is, our hand is pretty full, right? And we're gonna have a lot of value, but I think it's still okay. It also cycles a card out, so I mean I'm kind of happy about it. So this Braum is gonna be a 5/6. I can't kill with the Final Spark. This is literally just a battle of Braums. It's nuts, man. The Elusive Poro. I think it's Elusive Poro at least. Plucky Poro sucks? I don't think so. I think the Tough is really broken. Tough is definitely one of the most underrated keywords, I think, from newer players. It's so strong. Wait, why is he... I guess he could have Take Heart then. There's no way he's not going to Take Heart this, right? But I should still do it and force it, I think. So cringe. He's always going to have it, right? So it's bad, but I have to do it. Then I just give him another 3/3. Because the thing is, like, if I don't do it, then it just gets out of control and it just wins in the game. Okay, so I don't know why he just threw away his Braum, but he threw away his Braum for no reason, so that's a thing, I guess. I don't even know, dude. Yeah, I guess he did forget about Spark. I don't know, though. It's just so confusing, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe just develop first, actually. I would just play a Lonely Poro and then just see what I get off of it today. Challenger Poro is good. I masturbated him by distracting him with a cute Poro. That's actually a pretty good take. I think the thing is, like, Twitch chat a lot of time, you wouldn't think has a lot of hot takes that are good. I feel like you guys, though, your brains are kind of massive. I really do respect that. So he's kind of just doing like the absolute minimum here, I think, to not have to really deal with too much. I want to do this here. So he plays take card, then I can just challenge Braum into it. Even work? Yeah, that would work, I think. It would be an 8-2 and Braum would not die. Should be okay.
Hope burns on.
Also have Plunder Poro online now.
Virtue guides me.
Another one. This guy's crazy, dude. Actually an insane gamer. Fearsome Overwhelm. I think we've rolled this off the last 3 Plucky Poros. Or Plunder Poros, sorry. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but it feels like that's exactly what I'm always getting. It's really weird. I guess I actually don't have space to get the Mighty Poro, which I kind of want, right? So I guess I am just gonna attack with these, and then Braum goes last and pulls a 4/4. Yeah, that's probably just fine. And if I don't get it, it's okay. It's definitely not the end of the world, but I would prefer to have it. Yeah, it's like this is fine. It's not the end of the world at all. It's like a 5/5. We're good. He plays a stack though. This guy's playing out of his mind. Clears a Plucky Poro. And Poro on Poro violence. We get a 5/5. But with the Poro stacks, our 5/5 will now be... Hear me out. Oh, I was gonna say a 7/7, but now it's a 9/9. It's almost like this game is completely just based on it being a huge Lux gap. Like a massive Lux gap. He was so terrified. He did not even want to see us play the Poro stacks.
Victory is friends we made along the way.
Victory is friends we made along the way. Diamond 4 gamers already. Playing Quinn MF. I dig it. Poros are probably not going to be that good against Quinn MF. It's likely just to keep them. Mighty Poro plus stacks to block is kind of decent. So I will almost always just lose this game if he has a 1-2-3. And I think that's just something we kind of have to accept usually. Because we really will not do that well into that.
Who does not know the name Laurent?
Who does not know the name Laurent? I know the name Laurent. It's kind of a cool name. This guy does not know about the Poro stacks though. Got him! Hunter's reduce resolve, okay. Well, I guess he got us then. Imagine getting excited about a play just to get ranges resolved and clapped. Kind of feels bad. I almost feel like it's better to just like not attack here and just play Poros and play like a Poro stack next round. Could also do the other thing where I go for the Outriders here as well. And just get like one big buffed unit for the next unit that I play. Could also be okay. Should probably play this and just see what he does, I think, over going for the Outriders. It's like, it's pretty sweet, but I feel like this plus a snack this round is actually going to be kind of backbreaking for him if he wants to block. So I think that I like it more just for that reason. sure. The overwhelm, baby. Let's go. So I mean, our big Poro guy just dies to the navigator now, but that's okay. Ooh,
Nothing gets between me.
kind of tick.
We'll find our enemies
Do you feel me?
wherever they hide.
It's a good challenge, yeah. So these scout cards are actually gonna get a lot of value now with the scout effect, unfortunately. Just because the Valor is just gonna kill the Mighty Poro, which, if you ask me, kind of blows.
Just like hunting thresher geese.
Okay, so just block both of them, and then he challenges one.
Captain's orders.
I mean, I don't think we're getting slapped, but this isn't really that good either for us. It's definitely like one of the more winnable games, but the problem is we're kind of out of juice already. The fact that we're gassed out is just really bad at this point in the game. Because I'm only going to be able to play one more unit, I should play the Outriders here to block with instead of the Lonely Poro. So I get the buff for next round, I think. Just feels better. Does he really not want this to die? And Paralyus? I mean, I don't really have time to play it as a thing. It would be nice, but it wouldn't really solve our problems, I don't think. I would almost say like something along the lines of like a Lux could be a little bit better, to be honest. Because then the Harsh Winds becomes really good. Whereas right now it's just not that great. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'd love to have much more to add to that, but yeah, that's just good. Let's play that. Avarice and Hearth cards that are 5 mana 88s with Overwhelm are pretty strong, so definitely a decent line that we went for that. It's attacking with everything ever bad here. He gets one value trade. I feel like it's just good to do this. Like Ranger's Resolve won't give him value, and he has a second one.
You're easy to track.
This just feels good to me. Welcome back, Gino. How you doing? Climb has been good. Climb has been good for sure. We have been kind of popping off. Read your typical card collections? I have not hate Punisher. I have not, sorry. One question about what deck do I think is the best at the moment? Vimer for sure, but Vimer I wouldn't really recommend if you don't play a lot. It's not like the hardest deck in the entire world, but there are some intricacies to it that I would recommend kind of I wouldn't say avoiding, but there's just probably better decks to play if you're like newer or not really fully understanding what exactly you want to ladder with, I guess. That's a really good pickup. The barrier is so nice for blocking.
Nothing gets between
Actually, just the nuts. So Valor kills the 3-1. Play Plucky Poro up first, I think. This deck does not work for you in EU. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like the hardest deck in the world to play, but it's also not the easiest, I guess. A Harsh Winds first instead. I don't feel like I do that. I feel like I play this. Use all your common wildcards so you get more dust when opening packs. Wildcards can only be used on commons, but dust can be used on anything.
Bullet to the face.
Are they gonna block like the Lux?
No!
Maybe not. It's kind of confusing.
Nothing stands in our way.
So your suggestion is to use all of your wildcards, common wildcards, so you get more dust when opening packs, because wildcards can only be used on commons, but dust can be used. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. I could see that as a decent idea.
This is my choice. Shine with me.
I mean, you just win now if we do this, that's it's fine. Not much more to say, right? We should just get there.
Press on. Into battle with hearts aglow.
So we attack. Even if he plays combat, I have Harsh Winds, so we're just good. Okay, GG. Let's plateau this actually. Fine. Durag Delo. What a username, dude. Yasuo Swain too. A man of culture. I can play this on turn 4 if I hold on my spell mana. I could also just like not play Plucky on 1 and just wait. Play the Mighty Poro maybe on 3, a Relitorius on Doesn't really even sound that good. This card is just so hard to play early, man. I feel like I don't keep Plucky. I guess I'm getting a Plucky down. Well, now I kind of just want to play it after Lux on 7, so maybe we just do that. It's a confusing card to play with because the thing is it guarantees you your Poro stacks, which is just so big. Because really, this deck is not good until you get your Poros buffed up. And once you hit, I guess, the critical point where your Poros are buffed up, the deck really does do a lot more than you would think it would do. It just pops off, it does stuff, and it's good. But the problem is, and I guess the issue that you find when playing this deck is that it's not easy to get to that point. In fact, it's rather difficult. Sure.
Now what's got the upper hand?
And I guess I push 6. I don't really like that. I also don't really like that. I should probably play Elixir of Iron. Because a 3-1 is better than not having a 3-attack unit to block a big unit. Still a very good flock though. Why am I forgetting this is my attack phase? I don't know. I really do not know.
Sleep is for the guiltless.
I have absolutely no game into that Yasuo. Yeah. Absolutely 0 game. Very cool. I kind of actually like that he didn't attack there. I think that's smart. I don't think that I play this now though. I can't play stacks. I can play the little stuff. I'll always play Hearthguard and get willed and then cry about it. That's probably about it. I feel like I played this game before and that's about the exact pan out and exactly what's going to happen here. Is I play the Hearthguard, he plays Will, I cry about it. You can't do that now though. Do I now attack with the Hearthguard or are we going to call that a bait? I feel like that's a bait. I'd rather block. He will run transfusions and stuff though, which is important to note, but not really anything we can actually deal with, I don't think.
Loyalty to conquest.
Let the light guide you.
Light Guide You is very good into Yasuo. And Will of Ionia is very good as well.
The journey doesn't get
Yeah,
you.
very, very good. Kind of strong, believe it or not. Pass. Smart guy, he's not attacking him too much. Let's take the 5. Do I not like Braum here? I mean, I don't have a Braum in my hands. I would love to have a Braum and play one right now, but I don't have one in my hand at the moment, so I can't do it. I play another Lux and run into the same issue that we did last round,
The light
where,
follows.
well, some cards are just pretty good into Lux, I guess.
Into battle with hearts aglow.
Yeah. I can just pass back, make her float 7. I feel like they usually think that you would want to attack there, but for me, I really don't find it to be of that much value to hit in those type of cases. I'd rather just make them pass. Waste their mana. Feels like it's usually a lot better to do that, I think. I am at... 8 plus 3 is not 12, it's 11. Which means we can't use double Final Spark here, unfortunately. And that kind of feels bad. 2 Final Sparks are better than 1. Yeah, I think the guy who does the tracker development hasn't updated it for this patch yet. So you're seeing like 3 mana Brahms, for example, and like unbuffed Pirellius and stuff. I mean, I kind of just want to kill small stuff. I don't really kill that very easily though. It makes sense that he's not attacking the champs, right? Because he's getting a lot of chip damage in with these units, and he's pretty happy about that, I think. Maybe something like this, something like this, and then play Pirellius in a stack. Maybe just take 5 and do it like this then. We're gonna talk about that. So he's going for deny still. I don't get the Final Spark, dude. Oh, that was cringe. I don't get Final Spark. Oh, that was really cringe. Holy fuck. Add that one to the compilation, guys. That definitely belongs in the cringe comp. Oh, nice Lux. I can take harder, I guess. She probably still just dies, though. If we're gonna be real. That's so bad, dude. pretty close to a flip too. I think I played the snack that wasn't from the Aurelius as well. That was actually just like a very, I don't even know. I really have nothing to say other than everything that I just did was terrible. That's about the outcome there. I think that should be discussed, is that everything that I did in that exact situation was horrible. And I think sometimes it's okay to accept that and say that everything you're doing is bad. Because you know what? While we are God gamers here, we're not always God gamers. We're always good enough to do this though. I have like this problem whenever I do something like that, I get tilted for like 30 minutes and I just can't deal with it, so I'm trying to just accept that I'm dumb sometimes, especially past like 4 hours of a stream, and just kind of move on. Women are respected here, my friend. They definitely are. And you know, like, we don't know what genders the poros are, right? It's a pretty likely outcome that half the poros are females, and we're respecting the fuck out of them. You know, I do really respect Lux, and I still have 2 in my deck, so we're gonna play hard for those. But I feel like that first Lux is really not gonna do what we want her to do. I feel like she's gonna get bopped after we take harder, and I don't think we're gonna be that happy about that. So I feel like waiting a little bit is perfectly fine.
Fast strikes. Don't let the fluffy tails fool ya.
You know, playing for some poros instead just feels a little bit better, I think. Get some Aurelia stuff going on. You know, take a step in the right direction where we say, yes, we maybe fucked up a little bit, but that's okay. If he's passing her, I'm happy, man, so I just take it, I think. I have 8 cards in hands. It's a very big hand. Just open attack. I'm thinking I need to play things so I have room. I mean, I have stuff like take card here that I can utilize, which is good. So we should look to play some of these cards here. Lux is a strong, independent woman who don't need no saving. Honestly, that's kind of a vibe. I think you're kind of right. That's a fucking lot of spells, man. Like, tell me you're not intimidated when you see this. Palm, sure. Flock, sure. And a palm. Oh, wait. I mean, I should probably play a PORO buff so I get a little more damage. That's what I wanted to— oh no, I can't because I don't have the space, my bad. So it's just gonna be okay then, I think?
I dare you.
I guess, like, because I didn't play a buff, then the twirler gets a kill too, right? So I mean, it makes sense, I guess. So maybe that's actually my fuck up then. Well, it would make it so if my unit wouldn't die, but I don't think I really care is the thing. Maybe I'm just wrong about not caring.
Many tribes.
You can just do that and chill. Leveling this Swain is pretty fair. I would agree with that. I think that makes sense. Why would you do that? What? Okay, well, I mean, we get the win, man. I honestly felt like he was probably in a pretty good spot there, especially after I fumbled the bag with the Lux, but I'll take the win for sure, man. I mean, I'm glad that I didn't tilt to Oblivion 2. Again, like I mentioned, that's something I do a lot when I do fuck up, is I just focus on, like, the fuck up too much, and, you know. Once you're, like, 4 hours or so into a stream, you kind of just have to accept that you're not going to play perfectly. Good win. Win trade, yeah, I'm going to be PayPaling that guy right after the game. Right now. If you're in chat, give me your email, and I will. I'll send you $2. Yes. Honestly, dude, like, okay, I didn't know I was jumping into a pool though. I didn't know it was a pool. I thought it was Nuketown, but it was a different map, or like an updated Nuketown or something. This is an aggro deck. I wonder, I don't feel like I keep Lux, but I don't know. This is kind of a weird one, because like my list really will not do that well into like these big overwhelm decks. I feel like we have like actually a fair amount of good matchups, but the thing is, we basically just get smoked by aggressive decks super heavily. You dream of the day the Poros become high tier too? I don't think go that far, but I mean, they're definitely better than you would give them credit for, I would say, in this deck. You're doing a lot more with them than the average gamer would ever expect. And that's just a fact. Undisputable. Drink water. You guys hitting with the drink water request when I never have any water. I appreciate you guys are thinking about me, but I legitimately have 0 water right now. I am dry. I do not like that one bit. That just makes me think that I'm dead already, not gonna lie. It is not a good look for the game at all.
Stand behind Braum.
And he plays Transfusion here and he actually just kills the Braum. And then he doesn't get the Poro buff thing. Oh, dude. I feel like Transfusion is just gonna happen. I'm gonna cry about it. Even better, dude. Let's go. Calling Strike. Well, that was a good game, guys. Great one.
Let us get going. I see light.
So I guess we've learned what the flaws of the Poro decks are. The aggro decks. They beat the Poro decks.
It is easy, see? For Noxus. Mine. Think hard. Think strong.
Can I win if I don't play Lux here? I feel like if I just play Harsh Winds, I'm gonna like lose just slowly. I guess I have 2 wins. Maybe I'm actually okay. I'm just sweating for no reason.
You are safe with Braum.
Okay. You got me that time, but my Fortnite friends and me are gonna get revenge one day. That's what we do in Massachusetts. Shit. Honestly, I'm ready, dude. I'm ready for it. Our friend is so close to leveling. Can we see that? Yeah, I'm ready, man. And honestly, I'm happy that you're ready for vengeance. I would have it absolutely no other way. So respect the hustle, man. Thanks for coming through, you know, checking out the stream. It means a lot, man.
This is what Demacia brings against Noxus.
I've seen more than my share of trouble.
Why does Darius laugh at Lux?
Stay safe, my friend.
Like, what's the idea with that, man? That's not cool.
For justice and all things right.
I mean, I think that would just be fine, yeah. I don't think there's really a reason to hold anything back there.
Blast 'em.
Okay, well, he's probably pissed off.
Too long. Shine with me.
I know if I was him, I probably would not be that happy in this situation. He does have 4 cards. I think I'm cutting a Fury of the North for a 3rd Harsh Winds, man. That was actually insane how good that card was this game. Like, even if we don't win, it was still nuts. Okay. He can Fervor this now? Can you guys imagine a few hours ago I wanted to play a Lux Karma? Or, sorry, Braum Karma? Man. I am glad some of you guys are intelligent, young, you know, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. So when I have a stupid idea, I'm glad you guys just helped me make it less stupid. I don't keep Lux and Pirellius, right? I can keep one of the two, so... Even like Pirellius is just so expensive to play that it just doesn't even feel like it's right to keep, right? It's like, it's a tough one. Especially if he's trying to do like a Dehu Endure thing with Braum, right? Like it's gonna be way too aggressive for this to ever really work, so it has to be like that, I think. Or we found another Poro gamer and I Mulligan my best Poro card. That's a big sad react. We can probably do this. We get the Plunder off, then if I get Plunder Poro off the Lonely Poro, I can use some Plunder Poro. Be good. It's unfortunate. Challenger Poro is kind of good. Who wins the Poro Mirror? Kalista Braum or Braum Lux? This is something I'm confused about, man. You know, I've been somebody who's played a fair amount of Poros recently, but I'm not too familiar with who wins Poro Mirrors. Could possibly a Aurelius next turn. It feels like the Poro snacks are probably the most important thing to get online, so I feel like it's just a look. We do that, we pass. Oh, that's not very good though.
Follow along, little ones.
I maybe just lose too much tempo now doing this. That's the thing with this card, is it's just such a big tempo loss that it's just not very good. I can challenge the Daring Poro if we wanted to clear it.
Some friends. Always chasing after this one.
Do I even do double snacks? Because I mean, that's a whole Lux level up if I waited for it. I could just develop stuff here instead. It's really like up to whether or not he has snacks though, because if he does and I don't play mine, then I kind of just lose.
I can barely keep up.
I can probably stick with damage here, he should be okay. I guess I could have, I mean, he could play a buff then though, so it's not really great. If I do this, I only have 2 spell mana. I feel like playing Lux next round should be the move. I think I go Mighty Poro, then I go Lux plus Poro Snack is probably just gonna be the play. You're right, he would have used one last turn for sure, yeah. If he had one, he would have used it earlier, yeah. I think we want to look for the snacks with the Luxa. It feels like that's just better. I don't think we really have to rush in this matchup to really get them out either. Because we're going to be doing relatively similar things. And for that reason, I don't really see why I should rush this at all. Sure. That's kind of nutty for him though, not gonna lie. Kali, okay. I mean, I would have to like double... No, that's not worth. I just Final Spark her. Not now, but eventually. It's actually really scary though, not gonna lie. He probably runs Fluff too then if you're playing Kalista. That would make the most sense, I think, at least. So play the Lux Lady.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
Can Vengeance if he runs that, I guess. That's probably the best thing he could do. Uh-oh. Well, our friend is also playing the scary cards, so that's not very good for us. Why is that a 3-3?
Into battle with hearts aglow.
That's really scary, actually, though. It's a 3-3. Okay, that's pretty good block for him. We pass. Our hand's not full, we're good. Does Fluff kill the Poros? No, it just combines them. Morning from Northern Western Australia. Good morning from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, my friend. Question is, have you had any experience with Fiora and Lucian decks? How should it be built? Thanks for your time. You can play them, yeah. It's just usually Bannerman decks that are just like mono Demacia with like rallies, that's about it. If you're looking to do that. I don't think you really play those decks with the mindset that you want to have Fiora go off. It's more like a Lucian deck, I guess. It's kind of like a mid-rangey curve list with your champions being strong units. That would be about the way you would play that, I think. Why does that have +3/3 on it? That is very scary. I mean, I could technically like Harsh Winds it, I guess, if we want. I can't really kill it though. Do we just like double snacks plus kill the Callista first more, maybe? Can we kill Braum instead if he challenges the Lux, maybe? Could play a Braum of our own first. He does have a snack that he can still play, which is kind of a big deal because it buffs everything. This is actually really tough. I think I'm just gonna play my Braum and play the Harsh Winds and then go for the post clear remove on Braum probably, and then kill the Callista next rounds. I feel like that's a look at least. Deck, it's not the commanded chat. I can share it after the game. But it won't be the one that you guys are looking for right now in chat.
Have you met my shield? Good luck. Have fun. Where'd they go off to? We should be friends.
This is my choice. I've been hiding my life too long.
This should be about right.
Eat and grow strong.
The Romans shall find their vengeance!
So just kill the Kali.
It is easy. See?
Pass. This Braum's still at 4-8. We can double snack and do stuff still if we want. I mean, we do buff our units a fair amount. Like, I still think that I want to do that here. He has one more stack to use. This is a 3/3, this is a 5/5. These are 5/5s. So I can't challenge that. I would go Braum into Braum probably. My Lux doesn't die, but she gets very close to dying. Because of the SI package, she actually could. But I think we're still just fine with this usually. Let this go through, play stacks during combat, and then do stuff like that. I feel like we should, in theory, be in control of this game. So this Poro dies unless we play like the take card, but I don't really want to do that.
Eat and grow strong.
Having a Poro die doesn't even really feel like it's that big of a deal. It doesn't feel great, but I don't think it's like actually gonna cause us to lose or anything. Fury, sure, that's fine. So I can't take card that or anything, and I don't get to keep it alive with Elixir. That's okay though. That's not really that big of a deal.
Oh, this one drank his milk.
So final spark that just to clear the higher attack one, I guess. We can't Poro stack here. I guess you can make the other one a 5/5, which is harder for us to deal with, but I don't think it's really an issue. And then I guess the question is, do I want to do stuff with the rest of my mana? Poro Herder is kind of a weird unit to have in play. Could draw like a Mighty Poro, Lonely Poro, Plucky Poro. Because he's challenging that, I'm not really killing that next round actually. Unless we play Take Heart, but I can't do that right now anyways, so. I guess it's just that button. So Plucky Poro. So 4/4, I can play this now. It's good. I still have mana for Harsh Winds if we so choose. I don't know if that's really gonna be the look or not though. It's not a bad look right now actually. Those are all 5/5s. Harsh Winds means I can't buff the Braum. I could play a Mighty Poro to just block a Mighty Poro, cancel that out maybe. Could be okay. I feel like I almost just like that more than, you know, reaching with this right now. Yeah, I'll take a look at your deck, man, for sure. No sweat. Just send it, and yeah, I'll take a peek at it. So that's okay. Sure.
Good luck. Have fun.
I think for him he's trying to figure out exactly what order he wants to do it in, but I think the answer is that it just really doesn't matter a lot of time here. Just do this. I mean, I can play Take Heart too and just kill his Braum, which is kind of a big deal. He could play Elixir to answer though, which is kind of awkward. Maybe the Braum being dead's good enough though. If ours is leveled, it's pretty good for us because I get more Mighty Poros and they're buffed up a lot right now. If I buff this and it, yeah, no, I mean, I feel like I should just try to do this here. Honestly, it's probably just the play. Would I like to just go in then? Probably. He only has mana for Elixir of Iron. I don't think I just let my 3/3 die. It makes no sense. I think this is good for us. It really feels like I'm roping this matchup out too much, or like just thinking way too much in a matchup that really shouldn't matter that much, but it's kind of significant near the end here what we're doing, I think, so it is important to take my time here so I don't mess up and lose. I don't really like giving time to develop things, so I think just doing this is fine. He could also run Harsh Winds. I feel like if he's playing Kalista though, it's unlikely. Harsh Winds is good for us because we play with Lux, right? So in this case, we should just win. Atrocity, sure. I can't buff that out of range of dying, so that's not gonna be a thing. I can Harsh Winds it though, and then we just win. Okay. G. Cool Atrocity though. I mean, that was a Poro Mirror for sure, man. Definitely a Poro Mirror, and it was honestly a lot more interesting than I thought it would be, and pretty sketchy too, right?